Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. How is everybody doing today? It's
Good.
Pretty good. I
gotta turn on the comments. I can't even see who's there. Wow. Lots of people.
Yeah, they've been chatting away. We've got a usual crowd. Benjamin, it's in the middle of the night for Benjamin. I don't know why he's saying morning. I don't know why.
The middle of morning is
I guess it's like 2 a.m. morning.
I don't know if you knew that. Did you study that in school, how to read a clock?
Yes. Yeah. I know how to read a clock.
I apologize.
I know how to read a clock. So yeah, 2 a.m. Yeah, I guess it is morning.
That is middle of the night, though. For most people, that's when you're sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
But not Benjamin.
Yeah. And then we have Tommy and Kay.
Hey, Kay.
And then my mom.
Hey, Mom.
Got Nancy and Thomas Conline. I remember we discussed this one time, how to pronounce his last name. But he got on the Discord. I feel like he's a new guy on the Discord. And we have Lizzie and Greg and June. Hello, June. June says, "Great job, Mags." On your RootsTech stuff.
Well, yeah, I had a fun chat yesterday with the Family History Fanatics RootsTech recap.
Oh my gosh, Pip is here. Pip has been absent most Saturdays.
Hi, Pip.
He's been ironing his kilts.
Oh, I saw this. There's this new show on, what is it? Maybe it's Hulu. It's called Men in Kilts, and it's where they go on and I thought of Pip when I saw that show.
Were they running through the woods, jumping over stuff?
No, they're doing it's like not a documentary. I guess it is a documentary where they're going around Scotland and Ireland and like trying the food and the people. But it's called Men in Kilts, and I thought of Pip. And we have Chris F.
And I was going to say hi to somebody when Nancy Wilson. Oh, there was somebody else that looked new. Where was she? Oh, well. Barb Saletti from Philadelphia.
Barb. From Philly. Hey, hello, Barb. Then we have Jonathan. Then we have Steve. Hi, Steve, who's Harris lineage.
Yeah.
How's everyone doing? Well, I guess I already asked that, but
Steve Harris hangs out. I hear. I've heard this. It's probably not something we should spread a lot, but I hear he hangs out in cemeteries.
And then we have Mio Van Me. Hello there.
That's Frank.
Oh, that's Frank? Oh, Frank
Yatsik?
Frank. Maybe Frank Yatsik, maybe?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, Frank. Welcome.
Mindy, you're so good with names. You must have a memory like an elephant. She was reeling off. We've got something to show you that's fun. We were going through some of the stuff, and Mindy knew who everybody was on every slide and everything. So
I've just looked at that stuff a lot.
Phyllis Patgazio. Hello from Rhode Island. Hello from Ottawa.
No. Hello. And then Rhode Island. Oh, yeah. We already said that. So today, it's a little bit different. Your coffee. Yeah, my coffee's over there. I've already had 2 cups. I already had 2 cups.
Really? I couldn't tell.
Yeah. I've already had 2 cups of coffee. So today we are doing something a little bit different than our normal Saturday mornings, as it is RootsTech.
Woo! I'm wearing what I normally wear in the RootsTech WikiTree booth. I am.
Mm-hmm. So, as I'm sure all of you know, RootsTech is virtual this year, and because of the pandemic, so they made it virtual instead of everybody going and probably all catching the virus. If we were all in that convention center in Salt Lake City right now, that would have been
crazy,
probably terrible. So it's a good idea, and it's also really great because they made it free for everybody. So I've found a whole bunch of cool cousins, on the app, and because it's accessible to a lot more people.
Right, the find your relatives tool.
Mm-hmm.
Greg just said, Pip, I can't find you on the RootsTech relatives, so I can't find out if you're a cousin. Greg, you can find out if Pip is a cousin on WikiTree. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Yeah. You can also do that on WikiTree.
Go to the source.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go to the source. You know, we are WikiTree. So, a lot of people have been asking why WikiTree doesn't have a presence this year during RootsTech. And the reason why WikiTree goes to RootsTech is so we can have a physical presence, so we can all be there together, because we are a virtual site, right? Even everybody who works for WikiTree, there's no physical location, so it's time for all of us to come together to meet people in person. And there wasn't since it's virtual and we're virtual already, we didn't see a need to have ourselves in the expo hall. But we also have the WikiTree challenge going on as well. So been a lot of moving parts. So that's why we're not in RootsTech this year.
And if you are RootsTeching in your WikiTree orange or your WikiTree green or your WikiTree yellow or your WikiTree black, like Chris Ferriello, you can post a picture of yourself WikiTreeing at RootsTech, and then post it to the WikiTree members group.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you can post, if you take a picture of yourself, and Pip says he posted a picture for me in a red kilt. I have to go look at that.
I did not see that.
And then we have had in Discord where some of us have just been sharing what we're watching, the different RootsTech seminars that are really interesting.
Yeah, I haven't even had a chance. I kind of looked at some, but I was overwhelmed at all of the options.
I'm surprised that nobody's done a watch party yet, but I haven't seen one.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, there have been watch parties. I was in a party yesterday afternoon with the Family History Fanatics, but I wanted to slide something in there just really quickly, is that I have a presentation scheduled for 11 a.m. Like the second we finish this, I'm in a presentation at RootsTech. So if you guys want to hop over as soon as this is done, you can find me by going to the menu, going down to speakers, and then typing in mags, and you'll find me. And then click on the presentation. You won't be able to see it until 11 o'clock. It was one of the ones that they held back to get people to hang out and stay at RootsTech. So if you want to come over, like it, upvote me.
Mm-hmm.
Chris F. put you in Discord yesterday, Meg, so we watched you there.
Oh, fun! That was so much fun. Mm-hmm. I have my M&Ms here in the office. I don't know where they went to. Maybe in my tummy.
Oh, no. And I know Mags always talks about WikiTree in her presentations. She always ties us in there. Oh no! But that didn't look like a good nod. She does.
I do. WikiTree is in almost every WikiTree's not in the presentation this morning, I don't think, because it's just a basic Y primer. So Y DNA.
Mm-hmm. So I guess I didn't really say what we're doing different this Saturday, but we're going to be talking about the WikiTree challenge, because that's what we've been doing, and it's RootsTech, and I feel like we could just have a big summary for people but I feel like everybody who's watching right now probably is aware of it, but I think it's going to be a good summary for everybody who watches it. Tell people about this LiveCast so they can watch it, about the WikiTree challenge, because the WikiTree challenge is all year long. Not like RootsTech, which is only a weekend. Even though you can watch all the sessions for a year.
You get to see famous people at RootsTech, and you get to see famous people for a lot longer, for a lot more personal stuff.
Right.
On WikiTree every Wednesday night.
Like we had Dr. Gates drinking wine on our LiveCast.
Yeah.
And some of the people that are viewing this right now weren't in every week, so they might know what was going on their week, but they might have missed one of the other weeks.
Yes. So
if whoever is not aware of what the WikiTree challenge is, it's our year-long event where each week.
I was expecting music again.
No, I don't have music. I'm sorry. No music. Because then I would have to fight with the music, and I'd have to talk over the music, and just never mind. So the WikiTree Challenge, our year-long event, where each week we take on a different genealogy guest star. Well, for most weeks, we have had already rest weeks, so we'll have some gaps. But for the most part, every week we have a genealogy guest star, and a team of WikiTreeers work on it to make it more accurate and complete than it is anywhere else. And that's it. Oh no, my mom is telling me to play the piano right now. I am not going to do that for you.
You have a piano in your apartment.
That's right there.
Oh, have fun.
Don't. No, thanks. I'm good. So that is the WikiTree Challenge. And I'm sure most of you are kind of aware of the WikiTree Challenge, but that's what it is. So we're gonna kind of recap all of our guest stars, what we found,
it's exciting,
highlights, some other fun stuff. But first, now you might think that our challenge is only adding ancestors and adding relatives, but there's so many more ways to participate in the challenge. Mindy, do you want to talk about all the different
Yes, and on top of researching and adding new ancestors, we have people that are just interested in writing biographies. They take all the sources somebody's added because they don't know the location's records, and they write a biography up. We have people that have paid accounts to get newspaper, look up obituaries for us. We have others that just go around and fix errors and suggestions. And some that add the nice profile bling, like you see there, pictures and stickers.
Mm-hmm.
Profile bling, I like that.
And then we've had several really interesting free space pages created for the guests that shows, something specific to them, whether it was the paper mill and the people that worked around the family and how many family members were in it. The drawing on this was done by Elaine Weatherall, and her power went out while we were all in the middle of a storm. And I had found this picture of a church that the ancestor had gotten married in, and all of his children had been baptized in. This church was brand new in that old picture. It's all landscaped. You can't hardly see the building now. And Elaine drew that for Judy. So that was really awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we've had a lot of WikiTreeers participate in different ways that we might not have thought would have happened, like this drawing, and just we knew free space pages were going to happen, but the length that some of our WikiTreeers went into to create the paper mill one and the engagement one, and then creating profiles for people who maybe are not direct relatives of this person, but they're creating everybody who attended the engagement party. So it's pretty neat of the lengths that our volunteers are going to.
Right. And we actually have 10 people that are signed up this week that aren't even adding profiles. They're just doing things like making some edits, helping people correct things. I think that's really cool. They're not going for the points. They're just helping out.
Yeah, that's what WikiTree is about too, creating collaboration, that's also what
making
the challenge
new
is
WikiTree
about.
friends. Yeah.
And what the challenge is about, just improving the overall accuracy on WikiTree. So
hey, there's a spammer in here.
Oh no!
I think you can figure it out.
Hold on.
Yeah, they have to go.
Bye-bye. Sorry.
Okay, taken care of. So our first week, we had AJ Jacobs. And if not familiar who AJ is an author, and he wrote, actually I have his book. He's written a lot of books, but he had one that's called It's All Relative. And he basically used WikiTree.
And he mentioned the elf. Wait, you didn't tell me that I have
Where's your copy, Megs?
It's on the bookshelf upstairs.
Honestly, I didn't even plan it. Right now, this book is being used because my lamp falls over. So I have a pile of books keeping my lamp from falling over on top of me. So that's why I have this book right here.
Wait, Karen Lowe says she's on page 285. Let's verify that. 285.
285.
Look at them go. So Sarah pulls
it's basically
down
you're in the acknowledgement section.
You aren't in the book.
Wow.
You just acknowledged.
Yeah, he has a whole bunch of names. That's true. Oh, Chris Whitten. Look, Abby Glenn, Lucy Lavelle, Karen Tobo. Oh, she says she also is on page 285. Oh, sorry. That's her name. Erin Bryn, Lucy, Elizabeth O'Neill, Leanne. Lots of WikiTreeers. I thought Karen meant that she is reading it and was on page 285.
Oh.
Her name is on 285. That's why. Okay. Cool. So yeah, that's what. That's who AJ is.
And AJ was fun. He was a lot of fun, and he was so excited. He was the first one, so he didn't know what to expect.
He is a funny man. He really is. A very humorous person.
So we actually, oh, hold on. Okay, we actually did a lot of work for him. He was pretty excited about it. 38 new profiles. We broke down 6 brick walls. So
and Bill Murray is his cousin, the guy in the top hat there.
That's not Bill Murray.
That's Harry Flug. Harry Flug.
Yeah, so we did a lot of work on his tree because he had a lot of people from Poland, right, Mindy? And
right, he
you
did.
actually were the captain for AJ, correct?
Yes, I was. And I learned a lot about researching Polish ancestors, so I've actually had to do that with several of our guests now. I'm getting better at them.
Yeah, so that... What do you think was the best find on AJ's tree, Mindy, as you were the captain?
That would actually be that we broke the brick walls down on Harry Flug's line, because once that one set of ancestors went down, that line just exploded. And, you know, we were expecting more on his primary paternal side, but that's not where it happened. It was over on the maternal side, so we were all pleasantly surprised.
Okay, so that was AJ, 6 brick walls. He gave us... I think all of our guest stars have pretty much given us an A+.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, we got an A. We're acing this test.
Not just an A, you got an A+.
Yeah.
We wouldn't.
Yeah, we got an A+.
You'd have to redo it.
Judy gave us A for effort.
Yeah.
You did.
Judy Russell.
Oh, of course she did.
She was very impressed.
She said we might get the A+. She had to finish looking at the profiles first.
Well, and you know, and Judy was skeptical coming in, and I think that she is now seeing how the collaborative process works with WikiTree. It's pretty incredible.
Yes, it is. It's impressive.
So next we had CeCe Moore, and she was really excited. And if you guys aren't from CeCe Moore, she's a DNA, and she also helps with finding your roots. She's the DNA specialist on PBS. So she was really excited, and also her son was really excited about.
Yeah, Nikki was great.
We had both her and her son on at her wrap up, and because she doesn't really have time to work on her tree, so she was really excited for us to work on her tree.
And that week we got the most points that we've gotten out of any single week.
33 brick walls we broke.
Wow.
756 new profiles. 120 were direct ancestors. So we did a lot of stuff. And I know I think we found I don't know if I'm thinking of the right week, but maybe not. I'm just not going to say it. But these are her highlights. We have a picture over here of one of her ancestors. And do you remember anything significant about that week, Mindy?
Not really, just mostly that, you know, we were able to explode it so much. And then there were things like she had said there wasn't a lot of military in her family branches, whereas some people have a lot. So the few things that we did find where she had Civil War or Revolutionary people, she was really excited about. There was one person that had won an award, and she was like, wow, I never even knew that. And Nikki's like looking for the names. He was cute.
Yeah. Oh, and then I guess for AJ's week, Juha was a big help with the Swedish profiles.
Yeah, he was the most valuable player that week. He did awesome.
Yeah. So that was CeCe's week. Yeah, we got the most points there. We've been doing a great job.
Yeah.
And we had Johnny. We had Johnny on. For those of you who don't know who Johnny is, he's also doing DNA stuff and a programmer, and he created the website DNA Painter.
I love that.
Super cool site. If you haven't checked it out before, do check it out. So he was on from, I think he was in England when for his LiveCast, so that's why we had to change the time.
He was in London, yes.
London.
Yes.
So that's who Johnny is. And we broke 8 brick walls for Johnny. 92 new direct ancestors added onto WikiTree. So we started with just up to the great grandparents on WikiTree. That's kind of where our baseline was, and we took their publicly accessible tree and we improved it. So we only broke 8 brick walls, but on WikiTree we added 92 direct ancestors and 217 nuclear relatives. And
there were a lot of Polish in these lines too. And once again, amazing to find out that so many of the records are online for there. So I think we only had one family line where we could link to an index, but we didn't have the actual records. But the rest of the family members, we actually found the documents to link to. Mm-hmm. So although a lot of translations were done, there are still a lot more that can be done. But those documents are linked to every one of those profiles. So.
Yeah, Sarah, the other Sarah, who was the captain for Johnny's week, she told me that for her, the most impressive thing was, it's the last little point there. Johnny's 8th great-grandfather, John Hopkins, he witnessed most of the 1600s. He lived to 88 years old, and his parents were actually 2 of the brick walls that we broke through out of the 8. So that team captain, that was the most impressive one. So super cool. Did great. Johnny was really impressed too. Everybody's been really impressed with us because WikiTree is awesome. What can we say?
Yeah, and I have to give a shout out to Frank Yatsik and Dieter Luerens. They have just been amazingly helpful with the German and the Prussian lines, and then we have had other WikiTreeers too that are doing some of the translations and helping out. But those 2 have just been consistently really helpful with those lines. The power of WikiTree. We have all the countries.
Yes, because all of our different projects and the international. While we definitely started off more, American, United States centric. We've definitely been branching out, and we have a lot of people from, England and Europe, and even have people in Australia and other places around the world. We're just growing in our becoming more international. And then Alesh just popped in. Speaking of international, Alesh is in Slovenia. So we had Jen Baldwin. Jen, she works for Find My Past, and she didn't really have much time to work on her tree as well, so she was also excited that we were working on her tree. We broke down 18 brick walls for Jen, added a total of 212 profiles, where 69 were direct ancestors and 143 relatives. Awesome.
And here again, we had Sweden and German in those lines. So.
Mm-hmm. And then she had told us when we started, she wanted to find out more about one of her relatives, John Horatio Lawrence, where she thought he was a silversmith. But we found out through a lot of puzzle
research and conversations.
Mm-hmm. That he was the word is cordwainer.
Cordwainer.
For shoemaker. Learn something new every day. Cordwainer was shoemaker back in the day. It's always fun to see the different names of what occupations were earlier on that now they've changed.
And they do have a really interesting RootsTech seminar on that, the occupations. If you're watching the RootsTech stuff, look it up. It's really neat that shows some of the stuff. It mentions cordwainers, but there was actually a couple I didn't know. So,
that was for Jen Baldwin. And we have, and then next we had Dr. Gates, Henry Louis Gates Jr. on, and that was a big week. That was just because of, for those of you who don't know, maybe most of you know, Dr. Gates, he's the host of Finding Your Roots, a show on PBS. So we got him on, which was pretty exciting, and we worked on his tree. And we found a lot of stuff, and he was very surprised with everything. We broke 9 brick walls for Dr. Gates. We added 22 ancestors, direct ancestors, and 83 nuclear relatives. But we added a total of 633 profiles, just expanding sideways, because that was Emma's goal, the captain for that week, since for African American ancestry and history, for genealogy, she was going sideways more than up, so she was kind of expanding the whole.
And this was the week that Eep Van Hout did the marvelous work on the Piedmont paper mill.
Mm-hmm.
And adding profiles for people that worked at the mill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this was a really good week. We had a lot of people improving the biographies on the profiles, adding little graphics. And for one of his ancestors, which one was it? That was was it Sarah Redmond? No, that one word that he liked a lot. We'll see it later, but yeah, he was impressed. We did a really good job on his tree. That was a good week.
Yeah, and little details that he was excited about, like the ancestor that had the first. She was the first Black person to have a bank account in that county.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, "Ooh, I didn't know that."
Jane Gates, the estimable. Colorful. There we go. That's the person.
That was it. Estimable.
I blanked everything. Thank you, Karen. And then just last week, well, not last week, but the last full week of the WikiTree challenge, we had Judy Russell, who is the legal genealogist. The legal genealogist. She was, not to say skeptical, but she was skeptical. She said she was. She said she was very skeptical. Skeptical, but now I can't say it now that you.
It's not estimable.
Made me laugh, Sarah. Not estimable. But she didn't think the collaboration would really work, and she didn't think she was going to buy into it. But there's the M&M. But by the end of the week, and when she saw what we did, she said, "Okay." She was starting to buy it. Maybe not 100%, but
I just wanted to mention what Nancy said. So for Dr. Gates this week, he was so excited about all that we found. He actually brought his wife into the room to see what we found. Now, she's not on camera because she didn't want to be on camera, but he brought her to watch everything that we found, which says a lot, I think. Karen says she was both estimable and skeptical. But we did a good job on, Judy, because Judy does research her genealogy consistently. So we knew we weren't going to necessarily break any brick walls. Well, we did break one brick wall, but our goal was to improve the mistakes that were on WikiTree already, that she had pointed out. So we cleaned up a lot of profiles, we fixed errors, we wrote biographies, and this was the week where, look, the drawing that Elaine did.
That's impressive.
Isn't that beautiful?
Did she do it by candlelight if she lost her power?
Whatever light she had in her house, I don't know. And little kids running around.
I'm going to say that she was walking through the snow 10 miles while she was sketching this.
Uphill.
So we had the drawing, and then we also had that one free space page of the engagement party created for Judy's week. So while we didn't break a lot of brick walls, but we did add color to her tree, add color to her profiles.
And we did wind up adding more family members as far as the nuclear family members, children that she didn't have on her own tree. But people were very, very careful and slow and collaborated to make sure that all of those people the records were sound for them.
But, she was she was impressed with us. They overall, their focus on accuracy and everything. So we basically turned her.
Yeah, she said she's going to have to become more active on WikiTree now because she's got all these branches to look at.
Yeah, that's fun.
And so then after Judy's week, we had a rest week. So it was just a time for breather for our WikiTreeers because I know some of them didn't really sleep or just so much research in their brain, they just needed a moment of rest. But then we started with Thomas McKenty this week. Unfortunately, he couldn't be on Wednesday for our interview, but he'll be on for the wrap-up. We don't want to give too much away because that's the whole point of next Wednesday, but we can kind of talk a little bit about what we found. Well, at least how are we doing so far, Mindy, for Thomas this week?
Just in general, and we have a lot of people collaborating, which is nice. His tree is really scattered. So where some people are only out to maybe their third great grandparents, or they take one line really far out. Some of them are close, some of them are far. It's just really hard for some of them to pick where to start at. So, we've had little groups forming where they try and work on the same family, the same nuclear family, and it's been good.
Yeah. So we're working.
We're working our way out.
Yeah. So, and the people on, I think, is the next slide what I think it is? Yes. So how to collaborate. So since right now we're working on Thomas's tree, we have different ways for our WikiTreeers to collaborate together to not, step on toes or chat and to solve problems together like they did with the silversmith for Jen's week. It was them chatting in Discord.
And one of the things about the collaboration, because it's not like when you're working with one or two people on a project. This is big, this is large scale. So you wind up getting 40, 50 people working on somebody's tree. It's really, really critical that people learn to use the tools that we put out there. So please go to the spreadsheet, put the profile that you're going to work on, and then take it back down when you're done for the day. You don't get to own the profile for 2 days. Take it down when you're done for the day, but also look and make sure somebody else hasn't claimed it. And like I said, his tree is so spread out. You really just need to click through the branches and you'll find some place to work that nobody's working.
And it's also not just to not step on toes, but also to not waste the effort, if there are 2 people or 3 people working on the same person, when that might be,
time better spent doing somebody else.
Exactly. So it's just a way for us to make sure, we're working as efficiently as we can. So we have the spreadsheet and then we have the G2G post, right? What's the G2G post for?
That one is you can go ahead and look at the branches for the 8 great grandparents. But the biggest thing that we want you to do with that is put those bounty points down. Now you get 10 points for every brick wall you break down. So for the first time in each line. So if you find a new set of parents for somebody, shout it out to the world in the G2G. I found the parents of so-and-so, so we can make sure you get those bounty points counted. And also these go to the guests. So we don't want this to be, a little chatter or, hey, please don't do that. Remember that this is for the guests to view and, look at again and again if they want to. But do put those exciting finds. If you find something really interesting, you can post it there also. You don't have to just post it in Discord.
And then Karen says that, she experienced a where she says she stomped on a favorite WikiTreeer by not minding the spreadsheet. And it's also to not overwrite someone's wonderful research. So you just kind of also be mindful when maybe somebody else had already worked on that profile and then someone else comes in, just make sure you're not rewriting and changing everything in the biography because everybody has different ways of writing a biography and doing the formatting. So just being mindful of the research and work that the person before you did. So I think that's very important. So at first, a couple other people like Benjamin didn't, he said he didn't figure out how everything worked on CeCe's week, but now he knows what to do. Now he knows how to, use all these tools that we have provided. And we also have what we've been talking about, Discord, which basically live time chat, live action chat.
Right. And that's great because, you can say, oh, hey, once again, I don't have a newspapers.com subscription. Can somebody tell me if this person has an obituary? Or, you can say, hey, I think I have the sources right to prove this person's parents. I need a second or third set of eyes, or even, hey, I put a ton of sources on so-and-so's profile, but I don't want to write about biography. Has anybody got some time? There's just a lot of things going on, and you want to cheer people on when they find something, or, you just want to help keep each other motivated. And once again, although, accuracy is our biggest point for the year, you do also want to make new friends. And I've seen that a lot where people are working together that weren't before this.
Yeah. And Discord, like Mindy said, I feel because since a lot of WikiTree, it's either emails like the Take a Bit or G2G posts, but Discord kind of makes us feel more like a family. And then also just looking at the Discord, because it's what it says there, Judy actually wrote a blog post about us and how our work made her realize a mistake she'd made in her own research, which, also kind of says a lot, right? All the different eyes we have on.
Way to go, Maddie Hardman. Maddie Hardman was the one.
Yeah, when you have more eyes on a tree in collaboration, it just improves your genealogy altogether. Oh, is Mags leaving? Bye, Mags. Because she has a presentation at 11, so she's dipping out. So next month we have 5 guest stars for our March. So Wednesday we'll be starting Catherine's week. So we have Catherine Wilson. We have she created one of those Facebook groups for like a collection of, I don't think I'm saying this right, but she just created a whole bunch of links together on
genealogy
Facebook.
Resources.
And then on Facebook. So she's big on Facebook. And then we have Pat Richley Erickson. I know she's really excited. If you don't know, she's Dear Myrtle. That's one. Rob, Mags is good friends with Rob because he's part of my. Oh, she popped back in.
Good timing, Mags.
I'm listening to you guys in the background while I'm getting set up.
Oh,
okay. So Rob
we were talking about Rob, and you were good friends with him.
So he's part of Mida Y DNA and also DNA GenCom. I think I said that.
And DNA Adoption. He founded one of the founders of DNA Adoption.
And then we have Dallin Quass, who, oh man, I've just blanked on him, Mindy. Okay, well,
Ellen Thompson Jennings.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I said you could skip to Ellen Thompson while somebody finds you the info.
Yes, but I just wanted to mention real quick that picture of Dallin Quass actually is cropped. Right next to him is Chris Whitten.
Oh, that's funny.
In that picture, yeah.
Dallin Quass is of We Relate, and he also has gengophers.com.
Okay. For some reason, I wanted to say Find My Past or something, but I knew that
probably because of We Relate, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't right. I knew it wasn't right. And we have Alan Thompson Jennings, the Family History Hound, right? I said that right. Yes. Okay. I get confused between people. It's all mushing together in my brain. So I know all these people are really excited. Like Pat and Ellen, I know on Twitter they've already retweeted our stuff. They're really excited about it. At least on the internet, they're excited. But I know every single guest star has been excited about it.
They have, and they've been appreciative, which has been great.
Yeah, and then actually, Pat, she actually did a video about the WikiTree challenge last month. So if you wanted to check that out. So, okay, that's our March lineup. And just stay tuned for April, May, June. Got lots more goodies to come. Promise you. Promise lots of goodies. So far, since we kind of just talked about each guest star individually, want to talk about our progress so far, though, Mindy? What we've been.
Yeah, these are our totals for overall.
Not including Thomas. We didn't really adjust the numbers for Thomas.
Well, he's not because his week isn't done, so he's not in our totals. But for the prior weeks, we've created 360 ancestors. 823 nuclear relatives have been created. We've had 7 guest stars, 171 WikiTreeers at one time or another during this year so far working, and 3,485 profiles edited, which is just incredible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and all those profiles edited don't include all of the side work that people have done.
Right.
You know, the free space pages, you know, the drawings, and just, you know, also chatting on Discord. So a lot more has gone into it just besides these numbers that we see.
Right. And this week alone, we have, I was telling Sarah earlier, we have 10 people that have helped out this week that aren't even getting points, but they're up on the score sheet because they edited. So they're just helping other people out or fixing things for them.
Mm-hmm. And it's just really exciting to see these numbers. We're not even finished with the second month. This is 6 weeks of stats. Well, I included in the guest stars Thomas, but this is 6 weeks of stats. We added 360 ancestors. Now, that's not the brick walls. I feel like brick walls
are different.
Like 50 big brick walls. No, did I do that math right? It's something.
Probably around there, yeah. I mean, can you imagine what we're going to have done by the end of the year?
Mm-hmm. And how much more complete WikiTree is going to be and more accurate. You know,
and how many more people will be connected to each other now just because we are adding the nuclear family, and sometimes we're branching out, you know, laterally, even though we're not getting points for it, we're adding those additional people so that we can hopefully help more people connect.
So it's not about the points. It's about the WikiTree and improving it. I like to do the rainbow whenever I talk about WikiTree and collaboration. So next, we kind of grabbed snippets from each of the weeks from our guest stars, and we create a little video. And so I'll put it full screen and I'll play it.
Your sound is not coming through, Sarah.
Emphasis on accuracy.
Here, I'll start it over again. Sorry. That's probably because it's my volume. No! Don't do this! God damn it. Why are you
difficult?
We heard that, Sarah.
Uh-huh.
It hates.
I am just really touched that you chose me.
Thank you to everyone who participated. It is amazing.
The fact that you were willing to say that your focus was on accuracy makes me feel better about the whole thing. So I'm pleased. I'm pleased with the way that it was handled. I'm pleased with the emphasis on accuracy. At least an A for effort.
On CeCe's time, but that was so fun and fascinating, and you guys did an extraordinary job. So A+.
We're incredibly appreciative. I love that you added some of the photos I had online. I think that makes it extra meaningful. I love family photos and antique photos. Next to DNA, it's my favorite thing in genealogy. So thank you for going the extra mile and adding all of that. And
Really beautiful. I feel like I'm on finding your roots.
I think that's quite excellent. Thank you very much. Yeah, I didn't really know what to expect, except I knew that you were going to be grabbing everything and getting into the tree, which is obviously amazing. But I wasn't honestly necessarily expecting any brick walls before, so that's really cool.
we have a tree that I can share that isn't behind a paywall.
Really. Thank you.
We're thrilled that you're so thrilled. I'm thrilled and I'm humbled and I'm deeply moved, all of which is hard to be.
You guys are offering to the world. So thank you very much for allowing me to be a part of it and inviting me to participate. It's pretty incredible.
Thank you for
Thanks for joining us.
An honor. I mean, as CeCe said, it is a great honor to have other people, doing stuff that you'd love to actually be doing. But
Being done, and I'm blown away by the passion and the creativity and the research.
That's it. They were all so happy with us.
Yeah, they were.
Now my volume's way too loud. It's for the video. I needed to turn it up. Okay, let's see. Okay, next. No, I don't want to play it again. Stop it. Okay. So, so that I will, if you guys want, you guys can watch all of these videos. They're all on YouTube and Facebook. If you did, I can post those snippets. I can post it on Facebook and other social media so you guys can watch it. But we're planning on grabbing clips like that for each week. So I think it just kind of sums up what we're doing and how appreciative there are and just how amazing we are, right? So,
Yeah.
And so kind of coming back to RootsTech, every year at RootsTech, we usually create a wall of orange, like Mag said, and we take a picture. So if you are doing RootsTech stuff, if you have WikiTree gear, or even if you don't, like Pip said, he posted a picture of him in his kilt. If you're doing RootsTech stuff, WikiTree stuff this week, share a photo with us and share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or I also made a G2G post with the free space page. And let's post pictures of us like we would while we can't be together physically, we can still be together virtually. And let's take a picture with our orange or green or blue or red or whatever color. And then maybe we can make a collage of a beautiful virtual RootsTech of WikiTree. I think that'd be great. So let's do that. I'm going to watch all of you. I expect every single one of you who's watching right now to post a picture. If not, I'll come after you. Chris already posted a picture. Thank you, Chris. He was the first one that I saw to post a picture. So let's do it. Let's create our virtual wall of orange, please.
Or green.
Or green. So Kelly has a good question. Is there a significance to the orange? It's just the color WikiTree has adopted as its color.
Well, it's one of the colors in the logo. If you look at the WikiTree tree or any of the logos that WikiTree uses, orange is the color. And Aowen and Tammy Osmer-Mize were thinking, how can we make us stand out? And they ordered these construction color, the burnt orange is kind of the orange on the logo. And they ordered these construction grade bright orange, and boy, oh boy, can you tell when a WikiTreeer is coming. They did it.
Yeah, and it's just now at the booth, when we're at RootsTech, we wear orange. Now, some of us, if you see some of the photo, I'm wearing my blue American Mutt shirt, but at least at some point, we're all wearing orange. But
WikiTree Orange Day. When I speak at a conference somewhere else in the world, I always have a WikiTree Orange Day. And so the people that are at the conference and I all get together in our orange and take pictures. So that's fun too.
Yes. So post your pictures. And just so you guys know, we do have a place where you can get your own WikiTree gear if you don't already have WikiTree gear. We have a store. It's my favorite place to look at. If you guys have seen some of the Thon chats, sometimes I want 20 minutes looking at the store with you guys live. It was
yeah. You wanted a tapestry for your apartment wall.
I haven't yet done that.
No.
I want it. I'm thinking about getting a bumper sticker. I want to get American Mutt bumper sticker. There is stickers on the store. So I want an American, put it on my car. And that's the store. I put it at the bottom there. If you guys, maybe if you already have gear and you want more gear, you can get any color you want. pretty much. We have mugs, towels, bags, sweaters, everything. So if you want your own WikiTree gear, if you don't already have, because we usually sell shirts at RootsTech. So
our big selling lady is right there standing next to Alesh.
yeah.
She's one of her daughter.
Yeah, I was in a competition with her that year to see who could get the longest name tag.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I lost, obviously.
Yeah. I think she doubled hers over and back over her head.
I know. It's because she had more time to frolic around the expo hall.
Frolic. Frolic.
Yes. But
I think that was the year that Elia and I broke into Kirsty Gray's cabinet she had at her booth with all of their ribbons, and we loaded her down. I think
that's how she won. Yeah, she
pulling
cheated.
for her, even though you were my roommate.
Yeah, I'm Mags's roommate, but I mean, you know, till I can be okay with a 10-year-old. Well, Allie is older now. What?
Oh my
how old is she? 12, 13? I don't know. I know she's almost there. I missed seeing Alia this year.
She's 13. I remember when her birthday happened.
And Alia always tries to teach me how to speak Slovenian. It's her mission. So we have one more slide. Because of RootsTech and with the WikiTree challenge, we're actually having a raffle. Now this is geared toward new members on WikiTree because we want more people. We want people to see what we can do, and you know, people who are already on WikiTree know how great it is, but we want to reach out to more people. So we are having a raffle that if you join WikiTree, get up to your great-grandparents, have less than 100 contributions, have a publicly accessible tree somewhere else that we can compare to, you can be entered to win a spot for a team of WikiTreeers to work on your tree and break down those brick walls for you.
Can I enter? I've already been told no once.
No,
you have way more
already taken her.
But people spread the word. Tell your friends. If you haven't been able to talk friends and family into joining WikiTree, now's the time to get out there and give them another nudge.
Does it count if my mom joins?
No, she can't join. That's cheating. Alesh answered. He said,
"Yeah, no.
For 13."
Woo! How
hey,
excited!
Alesh. We miss you, Alesh. Tell Mira and Elia hi.
So if you have any friends in the genealogy community or just friends who might be interested in family research, tell them about this challenge. There isn't a set due date, like an end date for this raffle yet. So all you have to do is do what's there and then just comment on I have it on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, the raffle. It's not on WikiTree because obviously it's for new WikiTreeers, so it's not going to be on WikiTree, but just kind of post a comment with your new Wiki ID and then you're entered to win a raffle. So if you know anyone, please let them know because I think it'd be fun to get people interested in WikiTree, and RootsTech is the time to do it. So that's why I thought there's raffle during RootsTech. Let's do it. Deadline, due date, dead date. I guess that's why I said dead date. Deadline plus due date equals
death date. I was just trying to figure out why you were trying to kill it. Today is my mom's birthday. I have to give a shout out, Mom. Even though she doesn't show up, Joe, you're a much better mom than my mom.
My mom also posted my birthday. She told everybody when my birthday was. It's next Saturday. So I'll be here on my birthday next week with you guys. We'll celebrate together.
We'll wear special hats.
Maybe I'll go out and get a birthday hat just for the occasion. So that's
that
it.
Surprised me.
Yeah, that was really, I clicked the wrong one. Oops.
Shocking.
So that is all. And unless anybody has any questions, that was the WikiTree challenge in 2 months so far. Maybe, I know I saw somebody in the chat saying that maybe we should have like Judy on again after she's looked at everything to kind of give another opinion, maybe we can have genealogy store alumni day.
There you go.
Yeah, that would be
That would
fun.
probably be difficult,
That
but
would be
Yeah.
fun to do as a grand finale.
we just
Yeah.
have like 50
A bunch of 'em.
people. I don't think we can even have that many, but if we can get some, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. An alumni day. I'll put it on the docket. It'll be on my to-do.
On the docket.
Using lots of words today, guys. Frolic, docket,
Death.
Death date.
Estimable.
I forgot that word. So that's
And what was the other one?
skeptical.
Skeptical. Fun finding words with Sarah.
Fun finding, and also pronunciation with Sarah every Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern time.
I love hanging out with you and having fun with you, Sarah, every week.
Every Saturday morning.
I've enjoyed having you in, Mindy.
Mindy's
been
usually
fun.
Bags and I, but Mindy's been joining on Saturdays for the WikiTree challenge. So that is all, guys. Thanks
Really?
for joining. You can always visit us at wikitree.com if you don't already. I mean, you probably all spend your lives there already, like we do. Because we don't do anything else. And yeah. Oh, I get an A+ today. Thank you, Karen. I get an A+ today.
A+. Oh, A is for effort. That's this week's English lesson.
So we will head off for the morning or evening or afternoon or really early morning for Benjamin.
I'm wearing my WikiTree for my presentation. You just guys noticed that. There's 3 minutes, 4 seconds left.
Yeah. So if you don't have anything to do at 11, go watch Mags. I have to go help one of my friends move right after this.
Yeah, that's not fun.
No, but we will see you on Wednesday. We'll be wrapping up Thomas's week, starting Catherine Wilson's week. Should be great. Find out what we've discovered for Thomas, and hopefully he will have an orange mohawk on Wednesday
Instead of blue.
instead of blue, some kind of color. And then next Saturday for my birthday. I expect so many viewers next Saturday just because it's my birthday.
Right. Y'all better be here and invite your friends.
It's gonna be a birthday party for Sarah next Saturday. Okay.
Mags is going to sing happy birthday.
I fully expect to be sung happy birthday.
I can sing it as Marilyn Monroe.
Okay. Until next time, my friends.